Okay. Here's the thing. That's been bugging me for a long time now. Just want to get it off my chest without actually engaging somebody in conversation about it, you know? And that's, so Trump, Donald Trump, President of the United States, just classified Antifa as a terrorist organization legally. So they've now reached the annals, the echelon that Juggalo is in. They're in the same status as Juggalo now, which is, those are big clown shoes to fill. Congratulations to Antifa. I'm not going to even comment on whether or not I think that is a good idea or that makes sense. I'm not going to tell you whether or not I have an opinion on that at all. But what I am going to say is I've seen a lot of people who think it's a bad idea to do that say the argument they've made is that Antifa stands for anti-fascist. And therefore, if you have a problem with Antifa, if you are anti-Antifa, it follows then you are therefore fascist because you are anti-fascism, ergo pro-fascism, right? You've seen someone say that, or maybe you're a person who said that. And here's my issue with that argument. I'm not going to say anything one way or another on what that argument represents, the declaration of Antifa as a terrorist organization or whatever. If Antifa is even an organization of any kind, I'm not going to say anything about it. Okay, whatever. I have an opinion about it. I'm not going to let you know. But my problem with that argument that Antifa means anti-fascism is that's just what you named a political movement, a loosely affiliated network of political movements with specific political agendas. That's just what you named it. You can name it whatever the fuck you want, and then you just say that people are pro-choice people anti-life, because that's what they're anti-pro-life. That means they're anti-life, right? Like, it's just, I'm sick to death of fucking political organizations giving their shit these cowardly bullshit names, okay? You're not pro-life, you're anti-abortion, which is whatever. Like, if you're anti-abortion, just be anti-abortion. Just fucking call it that. I'm not gonna even tell you what my opinions on abortion are either. Why would I do that? I'm not gonna. Just guess. Just guess what they are. Guess whatever you are against, that's what I believe, and I'm your enemy, and you hate me, okay? Just, if you're, like, really pro-choice, I'm, like, staunchly pro-life, and I'm a misogynist. Or if you're really pro-life, I'm, like, a fucking baby-killing, fucking communist, nihilist or something, okay? So just, whatever you believe, I'm the opposite of that, and I'm target me. But no, I'm just saying, like, pro-life, there's, like, the fucking, what is it, like, the Center for Family Learning or whatever, and their whole thing is that they believe in gay and, like, conversion, and it just say you're anti-gay. You don't have to call it literally anti-gay. You could be like the Institute for, I don't know, for heterosexual, the Institution for Heterosexual Advancement, or something fucking hilarious. Like, you could name it whatever, but don't name it a lie. That's all I'm saying is, like, and I'm not saying that Antifa are, like, not anti-fascist, but they're just, like, also pro a bunch of other specific stuff, or anti a bunch of other specific stuff. What makes Antifa is not that they're anti-fascist. That's not the one thing they all have in common. It's being anarcho-syndicalist, which is a really fucking specific political ideology that not everybody's fucking on board with, turns out, okay? You're not pro-life, you're anti-abortion, which is a really specific, super controversial political opinion that turns out not everybody's fucking on board with, okay? You're not, it's not that you believe Black Lives Matter and nobody else believes that Black Lives Matter. It's that you believe in a really specific political agenda about defunding police, and not everybody's on board with that, okay? It doesn't mean they're anti black because you just happen to name your political organization that. That's just all I wanted to say. All right? I'm gonna start my own political organization, right? And we're called Americans for Not Curb Stomping Puppies in an Alley. That's what we're called. It's a long acronym. Americans for Not Curb Stomping Puppies in an Alley. That's what we're called, right? And our political agenda is that we want to completely abolish copyright law of all kinds. It's gone. Copyright law, totally gone, all right? We're going to get rid of it completely. If you have a problem with the abolition, the total abolition of all copyright law in the United States of America, you might as well be curb stomping puppies in an alley, you fucking monster. Okay? Because I named the organization. It's what it's called on paper. We registered an LLC. We're real. We have a PAC. We have a super PAC. And it's so yeah, if you're not with me, you're against puppies. You're putting a puppy against a curb and you're stomping on it. Remember that. From now on. Because me, just some fucking guy, named something that. So that's in perpetuity for fucking forever. If you believe that somebody who creates intellectual property should have some kind of exclusivity over that, ever, by law, you might as well just straight up be lining a puppy's head up on a curb, okay? And putting a fucking size 12 Doc Marten, just fucking stomping it. That's you. That's you from now on. You fucking monster. All right. Peace and love. Big ups to Antifa. Big ups to Black Lives Matter and pro-life or political organizations. I love all of you. I agree somehow with all of your and that family, whatever they're called, the family. If you know what I'm talking about, in the comments, the family something or whatever, and they have this like really adorable, wholesome name, and their whole thing is just like they want gay conversion therapy. I don't know. I'm pro them. I'm pro Black Lives Matter and Antifa all at the same time, and pro life, and yeah, yeah. Have a good night.